हेलो फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हो? इन दिस वीडियो आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू वन मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट हिस्ट्री टेकिंग पॉइंट इन ट्विन प्रेगनेंसी. ओके, व्हाट इज दैट? हिस्ट्री ऑफ infertility treatment. Yes, we do take history of infertility treatment or ART techniques used in case of twin pregnancy because it has association with which kind of twinning? It has association with fraternal twins. Okay, but don't forget that you must also ask about the history of taking combined oral contraceptive pills in the previous 3 cycles of the woman, because this exposes the woman for what? This exposes the woman for identical twinning. Okay, monozygotic twinning rate is somewhat increased if the woman was taking oral contraceptive pills in previous 3 cycles. So this history is also very important. Just don't ask about infertility treatment, also ask about contraceptive she was taking, especially in previous 3 cycles. If she was taking combined oral contraceptive pills, then there are increased chances of developing monozygotic twinning. Why? Because these OC pills, they are set to reduce the motility of fallopian tubes also. And monozygotic twinning, although the exact reason is not known, but there is some defect in cleavage of the zygote formed. So it is retained for a more period in fallopian tube, and there this cleavage happens. And so the history of oral contraceptive use in previous 3 cycles is important for monozygotic twinning, and history of infertility treatment is important for dizygotic, or you can say fraternal twins. So this history you never miss. Don't miss in your exam. If you are postgraduate, always ask this contraceptive as well as ART or infertility treatment. Now I will be discussing some clinical conditions with you regarding the twin pregnancy. Number 1, a 28-year-old primigravida, she is diagnosed as twin gestation at around 15 weeks of her pregnancy. On examination, it is seen that there is a very thin membrane. Thin membrane is for monozygotic. It is monochorionic diamniotic. Okay, between the 2 fetuses. Which of the following statement is most accurate? It is likely that one fetus is a male and other is a female. No, this is not true. This monochorionic diamniotic pregnancy, they have the same sex children. So A is wrong. It is likely that this is a dizygotic gestation. This is also wrong. I just told you. It is likely that this is a monozygotic gestation, and it is likely that there are 2 separate placenta. So what is the most probable answer? It is that this is a monozygotic gestation. Placenta may be 1 or placenta may be 2, depending whether it is fused or not. So C is the most appropriate answer in this condition. Now second clinical question. A 25-year-old second gravida, para 1, living 1, at 27-week gestation has been followed for twin gestation. On her present ultrasound, it is seen that her estimated weight of twin A is 500 gram and twin B is 1300 gram. So there is a lot of discrepancy. And amniotic fluid in twin A is 2 centimeter and in twin B it is 26 centimeter. So what are you getting in this? You are getting discordant growth. So now which of the following is the best next step among the 4 options which are given? Chorionic villus sampling, there is no need of this in this condition. Repeat ultrasound, I would not say this after 3 weeks because already it is a discordant twinning. One is having oligo, another is having poly, and it is as per staging of TTTS. It comes other things are not mentioned, so I must stage it as stage 1. And laser ablation of vessels is the third option, and revision of dates for twin bees. There is no need of revision of dates. It is not a superfetation. Okay, it is not a superfetation. It is a discordant growth of twins. So among these options, laser ablation of vessel is the best answer in this. But I would laser ablation of vessels, anastomosis is very rare thing found. It is not present in every city. It is present, this facility is available in tertiary care centers only. So I would say that till we get this option, we can subject her to amniocentesis, so that she can get relief and growth of the fetuses can be improved. But in this option, that is not given the option. So sir, the definitive treatment laser ablation is the answer in this question. Now 32-year-old primi gravida undergoes IVF and becomes pregnant with triplets. She has been followed in high risk pregnancy. At around 30 weeks, she is admitted with blood pressure of 150/102 plus proteinuria. So she is preeclampsia. Also, she is having dyspnea and her oxygen saturation at room air is only 82%. So there is some component in her chest, lungs also. So she is contracting every 4 minutes. She is in labor. Okay. The patient is diagnosed with preeclampsia. What are the next most appropriate step? Patient should be treated with IV heparin. If she would have been DVT, they have not mentioned anything regarding DVT. If she would have been DVT, then we would have given this heparin. That should be treated with IV furosemide, yes, because we are suspecting pulmonary edema in this case and she is already in labor, so it can be given. The patient should be treated with corticosteroid, no role at this gestation, and she is having concealed abruption, nothing. So this is the video. I hope you like and please subscribe the channel and continue. हो गया. अब इसमें ना स्टोरेज ही नहीं बचा. अब इसका स्टोरेज खत्म हो गया.